we will have a number of vaccines which will get regulatory approval early next year. Depending on the number of doses each of them can produce.
What proportion of India do you think will be vaccinated next year? What proportion of the Indian population do you think will be vaccinated next year?
That's a tough question. I hope that we are able to do a large number. I'm sure all the healthcare workers should be, and the frontline workers would be vaccinated. But then we need to also look at the high risk group. It will depend how many vaccines come into the market within the first quarter in terms of regulatory approvals.
A quick add-on. India has deals with two of the companies, right? I mean, we have tripartite deals with AstraZeneca and Serum Institute, and Novavax and Serum Institute. Both of those are being made at Serum Institute. Are there plans to strike deals with any more?
So there are already, the Russian vaccine is also being made at Dr. Reddy's laboratory. That is going into also phase 3 trial. And we have our own indigenous vaccine being made by Zydus Cadila. So like I said, we will have a number of vaccines which will get regulatory approval early next year. Depending on the number of doses each of them can produce and what is the efficacy of the vaccine that comes out, we may have that many million doses to give to the population. So it will sort of depend on a lot of factors. But hopefully, I think that by the end of next year, a significant number of the population would be vaccinated so as to actually see a downward trend or maybe have a good control on the pandemic.
Proportion, would you say 30%? Would you say 40%? Would you say 25%?
It's a difficult guess. I hope it is 30 to 40% at least, but I would not hazard a guess.
Did you expect such a rapid breakthrough in the vaccine?
No, not at all. I think the next year is going to be even more exciting as more and more vaccines start coming into the realm of getting approvals and coming into usage. The success of the two vaccines, the Pfizer and the Moderna vaccine, is very, very, I would say, encouraging. No one expected such a high vaccine efficacy, and especially in the older age group, which is always a challenge because we have this whole issue whether the immune response is not going to be that strong. Another company is actually already starting phase 3 trials as far as the Russian vaccine is concerned. And we already have 2 trials going on. Phase 3 has started as far as Bharat Biotech vaccine is concerned, and as far as the Cadila vaccine is concerned. So like I said in the beginning, we're going to have a large number of vaccines which may come. We may not be first off the block in terms of getting the vaccine, but we will have had our overall let's say, cold chain in place and the distribution channels in place. We need by the time the vaccines are available. But I see in the first quarter of next year, we should have vaccines available in India. The challenge is going to be to prioritize and to give it to the priority groups in a manner that can reach out not only to the larger cities, but to smaller towns and to rural India also, so that everyone can get vaccinated. You see, we are looking at 2 basic things. One is to save lives, and the second is to break the chain of transmission so that the pandemic comes under control. To do that, the number of people who will need to be vaccinated is going to be significant. And that is why the vaccine program has to keep going on and on for a number of months over the next year before we could say that we've really reached let's say, a plateau in terms of being able to break the chain of transmission substantially throughout the country, and I would say throughout the globe.